Hi, this video is a part of Data Visualization with Python playlist. In this video, I'll explain drawing of customized bar chart using Matplotlib. This notebook contains different types of visualizations using Python. In this video, we are interested in customized bar chart using Matplotlib. The first thing that we'll be doing is loading the dataset. So the dataset that we will be working with is a survey dataset, which contains this question for different data science topics. The question is that what is the level of interest of the user in this specific area, whether it be data visualization or machine learning or data analysis by statistics or big data, data journalism or deep learning. So the answer could be either three of values: very interested, somewhat interested, and not interested. And this is a timestamp for each of the user. Now we will drop this timestamp and then we will rename each of the column by dropping the question part. So this is a cleaned form of above data set. Then next what we'll do is we'll transpose the data. So the rows become columns and the columns become rows. So for each of the user, for all of the users, we have this their preferences for each of this different data science topic, whether it be data visualization, machine learning, data analysis, data journalism, big data. Okay. Then we calculate the number of users who submitted not interested and for each of this data related topic, and then a number of users who submitted somewhat interested for each of this topic, and then number of users who submitted very interested for all of these different number of topics. Once we do that, then what we do is we sort those values and we divide it by total length of data frame and multiply it by 100. So this is kind of this is kind of giving us the percentage of users, a percentage of people who were very interested in data analysis and somewhat interested in data analysis and not interested in data analysis. Based on that, we could see that the people were mostly very interested in data analysis, then machine learning and data visualization, and then big data and deep learning, and then data journalism. Okay. How do we visualize that? We will be using these bar plots. And how do we do that? We will basically use this plot function of this result data frame that we have here. So this is this result data frame, and using this result data frame, we will use this plot function, and this plot function is internally using this matplotlib functionality. And because we are interested in bar plot, so that's why the kind is bar, and the figure size is 20,8. So this whole figure is basically of size 20,8. And then we are using the width of each bar to be 0.8. So this is like each patch or each bar, the width is 0.8. And then we are using color for each of different bar. These are color codes, and you can just search these different color codes, and you'll find out that these color codes are green, blue, red. Okay, now there is one more thing that we are saying, that plot a bar plot. So like draw a bar plot, but internally this plot function is looking at result data frame and is finding out the total number of columns, and based on total number of columns, it is generating these three different kind of patches for each of this subject. So the first patch is of very interested, then somewhat interested, and then not interested for this subject of data analysis. Then same goes for machine learning and data visualization and all of them. Why is it happening? Why are these three different patches for each of the subject? Because we have three different columns for each of this row. So this is happening internally using this plot function. So it is inferring from this data frame, and that is a perfect part. Okay, once we plot this figure, then what happens is that the handle is given back to this x variable, because we have returned the value of this function into this variable ax. Okay, now this ax variable will be used to customize this bar plot. First of all, we will remove these spines. Spines are basically these left, right, left, bottom, and top lines that we usually see inside plots. So consider looking at this plot where we have this bottom line and this left line. So these are what we call spines. So we remove these different spines, and then what we do is we get the y-axis and we set the visibility to false, so we don't see the y-axis here. And then what we do is we look at these tick parameters. So we make the font size of these x tick variables, x tick marks, to be 14. So the font size of x tick marks to be 14, and then the font size of legend is also 14. Legend is what we see here. And then what we are interested in is setting the title This is the title, percentage of respondents interest in data science area, and then we are using the font size of 16 for the title. Then finally we add the patches. We annotate these patches. Annotating these bars or patches is really easy. What we'll do is we'll iterate or each of the patch or each of this bar, this green bar, then blue bar, then red, then again green, blue, red. What we'll do is, first of all, we'll use this annotate function, and inside annotate function, what we want to write, we want to write out these values for each of the patch. How do we find out the value? 75.59 for the first patch and then 19.88 for the second patch. We will look at the height of each of the patch and we'll truncate it to 2 decimal places. This will give us the value. So this is what we want to write out. So for each of the patch, this is how we get these values. Once we have these values, then where do we want to put these values? First of all, we will annotate. The position of annotation is we know that by finding out the x position of each of the patch. Consider this first patch. So whatever the x position we have where it is getting started, so this is the place where it is, this get x will give us for the first patch. So this is the position. Then what we'll do is we'll add the half of its width. So p dot get width divided by 2. It means that x position plus half of its width. So we are going completely to the middle of this first patch. So the x position is clear now, which is the middle of this first patch. But what should be the y position? We get the height of this patch, and that would be the y position. So in a way, this is the x position and this is the y position, exactly above this patch. So this is where we want to write out for the first patch. For the second patch, we want to write out here, and for the third patch, we want to write out here. So this is how we calculate for each of the patch. Then we are saying that we want it center aligned horizontally and vertically. Then finally, this xy text is actually showing that we want the text to be displayed not directly on the top of each bar or on the top of each patch. Instead, we want it little above in y-axis from this patch. That's why we are adding this value of 10. So 0, 10 means we don't want to shift this x position, but yes, we want to shift a bit. We want to move a bit towards upward side with 10 points. So like we are going upward up to 10 points. So this will make the visualization better. Then we are saying that the font size should be 14 and the text coordinates should be offset points. Then finally we use this show function to finally show this annotated this whole bar plot. I hope so this makes sense now.